step now. Look out, boys. Push it, Willie. Come on, give me another one.
You get back over here.
They robbed us and pushed her up against the wall.
Who's the plastic surgeon on duty?
Did you get a good look at their faces?
No, it all happened so fast it was dark. Excuse me, is she gonna be all right?
Just settle down. She's gonna be fine.
Somebody said she's a model.
Not anymore.
Oh, I guess I woke you again. It's all right. I can't sleep anyway with the damn garbage trucks. New York, the city that never sleeps. Now I know why. But what I don't understand is why the city's so damn dirty when all I do is collect garbage all night long. You want some coffee?
Oh, no, thanks. I'm wired enough.
How'd you make out today?
Oh, same as it ever was. Walking around the city like a piece of meat with legs. Not sexy enough, not quirky enough. Too old, too short, chest too big, chest too small.
But other than that, they love you.
All right. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder what I'm knocking myself out for. I gave up a decent job to have people tell me Morris the cat has a better chance of being a model than I do.
Ready? Yeah. Look, give yourself some time. At least another year. If it's still no go, then you come back to the normal world. At least you know you tried.
I don't know if I can take another year of this. I really don't. And neither can you.
You can stay here as long as you want. Don't even think about it. Besides, I'd never have the guts to do what you're doing, Marla. That's the truth. So having you here gives me a little vicarious thrill.
Well, I'm glad one of us is getting a thrill.
You're gonna make it, Marla. Trust me. Just don't give up. Get some sleep, okay?
Boy, Father, I have to be up in 3 hours.
What for?
Well, I'm trying out for the Miss Soft and Pure Soap campaign. It's a cattle call. I have to show up wearing all white. Are you getting that thrill yet?
Good night, Marla.
Good night.
Do you have your card?
Yes.
Go on in. They'll call you when they're ready. You can leave your coat on the left.
Being in a room full of beautiful people only depresses me.
Lynn, you and I have the social life of the Loch Ness Monster. This is exactly what we need.
How'd you get invited to this anyway?
Well, actually, I didn't. See, the rave agency throws this party every year, so I decided my invitation must have been lost in the mail. Oh, is this great or what?
Yeah, it's like being the palest girl on the beach.
I'm not talking about the girls.
Don't make me laugh. I'm like a sheet of wax paper to these guys. They see right through me. Probably to you.
Well, here's to vicarious thrills.
I never get tired of this view.
I never get tired of the city.
How nice. Face I don't recognize. Are you with Ray?
No, I crashed.
Oh, a woman after my own heart. Hi. I'm Eric Warner.
Eric Warner, the photographer?
Yeah, that's what it says on my 1040.
Wow, I'm a big fan of yours.
That makes two of us.
Really? I've seen your work all over.
Thank you. Joan, Sharon, stop me when I get close.
Oh, I'm sorry, Marla Hanson.
Midwest.
Missouri.
Like I said, seeking fame and fortune in the Big Apple.
Don't laugh. A person like me comes to a city like this, anything's possible.
You speak as if you actually believe that.
What does that mean?
I'm sorry. Alcohol brings out my cynical side. Are you a model? I've never seen you.
Well, there's a good reason.
Oh, I see. An aspiring model.
You say that as if it's a felony.
Only if you don't make it. You've got a great look. It's hard to believe that you haven't worked that much.
Well, it hasn't been for lack of trying. I've been going nowhere fast for months. It seems that there are those who think I'm too old and too short.
How old are you?
24.
A little long in the tooth for this business, granted. But look, you got a great face, perfect skin. There's no reason you shouldn't be working. Your age, lie about it. Your height, well, you're too short for runway work. You couldn't wear the clothes, but you can do print work. You ever heard of the Poise Agency?
No.
Well, they specialize in tiny people such as yourself.
Well, don't mince words.
Do you have a good card?
Not good enough, evidently.
I'll tell you what. If you decide you need a new card, you give me a call. And I'll do a few shots.
This isn't in the same category as look at my etchings, is it?
Don't flatter yourself. This is my work. All right, that's it for today. Tomorrow?
Yeah, is 10 okay? I've got a class.
Yeah, sure. Hey!
I'm early.
Oh, God, is it 7 already?
I can come back another time.
No. Come over here. Come here. You're here already. Thanks.
Oh, I brought my card.
This card does nothing for you. It doesn't even come close. Steve, can you hang around for 1 minute?
Yeah, what's up?
This is Marla. I'm doing some headshots for her. Do you think you can help her out?
Oh, she doesn't look like she needs too much help to me. Sure, come on over. Hi.
Hi.
Let's see. I can definitely work with this. Let's see. You're beautiful. But you know that, don't you? Yeah. You must. Sure. Yeah. Skin like porcelain. Like fine china. Perfect. You know, your face was made for this business. In fact, I think this face was made for me. Just right.
Relax. Talk to me and tell me your life story.
25 words or less?
Whatever it takes.
I'm from Missouri. Independence.
Figures.
Broken home. I'll spare you the sob story. The morbid details of an unhappy childhood. I always wanted to get to New York. I always knew I belonged here. I wanted something different. I wanted to break out. Not end up like my mother, broke. A house full of kids and nowhere to go.
Why modeling?
Make believe, I guess. It's glamour and romance. Dress up, your hair blows in the wind. Create your own perfect little world. At least that's how I've always felt about it.
It's all illusion, smoke and mirrors.
Exactly. It sure beats the hell out of real life.
Give me your address and I'll send you some prints in a couple of days.
Oh, okay. I'll give you the address of where I'm staying for now. I'm trying to find a place I can afford on my own.
I'll keep my eyes open for you.
Thanks. I feel like I'm living in a perpetual slumber party.
What are you doing for money?
I'm waiting tables at Cafe Grand Central.
I think you're gonna work a lot, Marla.
I hope so.
You know, I have a good friend that works at Poise, Joel Young. And I think you should go see him. He could be very good for you.
Well, if you say so.
I say so.
Okay, well, thanks.
One other thing. Don't be so quick to give out your address. There are a lot of creeps in the business.
Okay. Well, thanks.
Eric says you're the real thing. Says you're a natural. Eric's not often wrong.
That's a relief.
Well, you got a great face, I'll give you that. Where'd you get that skin? How old are you?
20.
Whatever. What have you done?
A couple of print ads for Sears, the boat show at the convention center. A lot of pounding the pavement.
I hear you. Okay, I'll tell you what. We'll do a mailing for you. Card will go out to everybody. It's always great to be the new face in town. You pay the postage, you call us twice a day, we'll send you on go-sees. No promises.
No promises. It's the story of my life. Need another round? Cheer up, guys.
435 Portchester leaving from track 29. 435 to Portchester.
John, I need a martini and a buck rocks. So anyway, I'm scoping out this guy all day, and I get to talk to him. Tell me about yourself, I say. He says, well, first of all, I'm not gay. I say, well, stop right there. What are you doing tomorrow night? Get the lasso. Speaking of the lasso.
I don't want him to see me here, not like this.
Shut up and get over there. Go.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to the Casbah.
I hope you don't mind.
No, why shouldn't you see me in my natural habitat?
So I heard, Joel Young went nuts over you.
I don't know if nuts is the word I'd use, but he did sign me. I owe you one, Eric. Thanks.
Yeah, well, I just shoot what I see. And that face is gonna make you famous.
I think a lot of you over there.
I have a lot of people for you.
Can I get you a drink?
I'd love to, but, I really have to go. Well, I almost forgot the reason I came. Are you still looking for an apartment?
Sure.
Okay, you should talk to Steve Roth,
Steve.
the makeup man.
Right.
Oh, he owns a co-op, and he rents it out, and somebody just moved out on him. So there's an empty bedroom, and there are 2 models living there, but you should have some privacy, and he'll give you a good deal.
Really? Well, it'd have to because I'm broke.
Well, it's a 3-way split. It can't be that bad. I'll give him a call, but you should get down there and look right away because it'll go fast. Can you go down tonight?
Tonight? Well, it's gonna have to be late.
Oh, you won't mind.
Thanks. I seem to be saying that a lot to you.
I'm not here.
Better than a lot of other things that have been said to me. I'll see you.
Hey, Rain, check on that drink.
Done.
415 to Greenwich, now boarding track 19.
be so late. I just got off work.
That's okay. I'm kind of a night owl anyway. Rent is $600 a month. Plus, I'll need a $250 deposit, and you get that back when you move. If you move.
You're gonna love it that much, huh?
Yeah, well, it beats the pullout.
How did you know?
Oh, relax. It's all right. It happens every now and then. It'll start right back up.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's, you know, you might as well see everything, warts and all. So Eric tells me you're doing real good.
Yeah, he's been helping me a lot.
You know, maybe I could help you too. You know, I got a lot of contacts, I guess you'd call them, and with a face like yours, you can't miss. This arrangement could work out good for you.
Look, shouldn't we hit a button or ring a bell or something? How long does this last?
I think it's back. It's eccentric, that's all. You know, it gives it character. I'll tell you one thing you're gonna love about this building. It's very safe. We all look out for each other in this neighborhood. Go ahead.
Steve, for God's sake.
Sorry, I didn't know anybody was home.
I guess you wouldn't want to try knocking. Then you'd know for sure.
Behave. All right, I have a potential new roommate here. This is Marla. Come here.
Hi, Marla. My name's Dawn.
Hi. Her real name is Joan.
Oh, like your name doesn't come from a shampoo bottle.
Tawny happens to be a name handed down in my family for generations. Nice to meet you, Marla.
Hi.
Please move in so that Steve doesn't make us pay the entire rent on this palace.
Come here. Let me show you the room.
I'll take it. Come on, Lynn. You're gonna love having your apartment back. I didn't mind you being here, Marla. I must have been like having a relative over that never leaves.
You don't know my relatives. I'd take you any day.
I think that this is it.
Ooh, the plant.
Lynn, why don't you keep it?
Oh, I'll only kill it.
This is supposed to be happy.
What can I say? I'm gonna miss you around here. That's all.
Thanks for everything, Lynn. You're a real lifesaver.
Okay, okay. Just leave me all your magazines and get out, huh?
Thank you very much.
I'm marrying Steve.
I don't see a ring.
Use your imagination.
That's all I've been doing.
Hey, Steve, what are you doing here?
I'm, just trying to see what's what. You know, maybe get a tip on what's coming up.
Oh, you're a hustler, big boy. I need these over to Richard. He needs them by 4.
That's Marla Hanson.
Yeah, you know her?
She's like my best friend. I did this makeup.
Really? She's fantastic. She's tiny, but she's gonna work like crazy. I'm about to send her out for commercial for the Japanese. I think she's a keeper. Thanks, Betty. See you, Steve. Try and stay out of trouble, big boy.
Yeah, you too, Joel.
Dawn? Tawny?
Hi. That scare you?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Tawny asked me to check a leak in the sink.
You fix things too?
Yeah, I'm a a jack of all trades.
Well, I'll let you get back to it. I have a lot of stuff to
I'm done. I'm done. I could give you a hand.
No, that's okay.
No, really. I don't mind. Here. Here?
Yeah, thanks.
So Eric tells me he's trying to get you some catalog work.
Yeah, he's been really great to me.
Why shouldn't he be?
What does that mean?
Well, I mean, you know, a beautiful girl like, excuse me, beautiful woman like you. I bet there aren't, you know, I'll bet there are very few guys who aren't great to you.
Eric thinks I can be good at this and he wants to help. What's wrong with that?
Nothing. That's nice, but it's not because you're ugly that he's interested. You follow me?
No, Steve, I don't think I do follow. What are you saying?
Don't get defensive. All I'm saying is that it doesn't hurt to be beautiful in this life.
Yeah, well, don't be too sure. It's not easy for an attractive woman to be taken seriously.
Maybe so, but beautiful people do have a much easier time at getting what they want. You can't deny that. I mean, ask any homely girl.
You have to work hard for whatever you want, Steve, no matter what you look like.
Well, all I know is that I, for instance, could never be a model with a face like this, no matter how hard I worked. So, what else can I do for you?
I can handle it from here.
Okay. Well, if you need me, just yell.
I sure will.
I almost forgot. I know this guy who's putting together a television commercial for the Japanese. And I told him all about you. And I think they're going to give your agency a call. They pretty much trust my judgment.
Oh, well, that's great. Thanks.
Marla, I want you to know that I believe in you. I do, and I think you're a keeper in this business.
I really appreciate that.
I'll see you later.
Hello?
Marla, hi, hon. It's Joe Young over at Poise.
Oh, hi, Joel.
Listen, are you available tomorrow at 3 o'clock?
Oh, I think so. I just have to check my book.
Well, you've got an audition. It's commercial for Japanese scotch, if you can believe that. Can you make it?
Sure.
Okay. We'd like you to lift the bottle and give us your best smile.
Joel Young, please. Joel? Joel, I got it. I got it.
I'll always love you.
Here's to always.
Cut, I'll buy that. New deal.
Okay, Fred, new deal. Let's go. Check the gate. All right, lose the table. Do the super later on in the day. All right, gate clean.
They want to know if you can funny it up a little more.
No, we don't need that.
You gotta be careful when the camera gets that close to you.
Steve.
You should look at the number on the matte box. It tells you what kind of lens they're using. I mean, they get that close to you with anything less than a 40, you're in trouble.
Well, thanks. I'll try to remember that.
You don't want your face to be distorted, do you?
I wanted to thank you for whatever you did. I appreciate it.
No, I don't need any thanks.
Well, I'm gonna go talk
You know
to...
what, Marla? You're a really nice girl.
Thanks.
No, I mean it. I mean, you haven't been around long enough. I mean, every other woman I know in this business is a bitch. They don't even want to talk to you outside of the makeup chair, but you're different. You're like that. You know, you talk to people. You don't think you're better than everybody else.
Every woman you know?
Well, models anyway. No, it's probably because their looks depend on me and they don't like that. I guess I hold their beauty in my hands. I'm sorry. I have trouble keeping my hands off you.
Look, Steve, that's not what's going on here. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Take it to the right. Just here. Hold on. Yeah. I want you to come right up. I need a little
Now, Merry Christmas to you, Mrs. Christian.
Is that romantic or what?
When do I get to meet Clark Gable?
I settle for Clark Kent at this point.
Why is it that men only seem to come in 3 categories? They're either married, gay, or psychotic. Speaking of that, what's the deal with this guy Ross, anyway? You mean our landlord from hell?
Barking up your tree, is he?
Loudly. That's our boy Steve. God's gift to model. You know, I'm trying to be nice to him, but he's really starting to get on my nerves.
Well, there's your first mistake.
That's right. Forget nice. You just gotta tell him to get lost. You have to be mean from day one.
I can't help it. I was brought up to be nice.
And then move to L.A. You'll never make it in New York.
I'm telling you, guys like Roth only understand rudeness. When you're nice to them, even when you're saying no, deep down they think the door must still be open. They keep on coming back.
Take my word for it, Marla. You'll never get rid of this guy unless you get mean.
Okay, you look great. It looks great. Everything is looking good. All of it except for the hat. But you look great. It's a good shot for you, Marla. National magazine, a lot of people are going to see it. Are you a little nervous?
I wasn't until now.
Well, you're going to do great.
He shows up every place I work.
Who, Steve? No, he's harmless. He does that with all the models. It's just deal with it.
He's really starting to give me the creeps.
Well, welcome to show business. You can count on the fingers of one hand the people that don't give you the creeps.
So how come you're not like that with all the models?
I'm a pro. And I don't let on how I feel about somebody when I'm working with them.
When do you let on?
When they least expect it. Some hats, please.
Hey, so we meet again.
Look, Steve.
No, you look. I can't apologize enough for the way I acted. I felt like a jerk all week.
Let's just forget about it.
No, I'm serious, Marla. I really mean it. I don't want you to go around thinking I'm some kind of creep. Look, I want to be your friend.
It's all right.
It's not all right, but it will never happen again, I swear. Marla, I want you to repeat after me, I forgive you, Steve.
You made your point.
No, I forgive you, Steve. Come on.
Okay, I forgive you, Steve.
All right. So we're friends?
Right, friends.
All right.
Okay.
I was thinking...
I'm gonna get back to work, okay?
Try this one.
You okay?
You shoot like a girl, you know that? You shot like a girl when we were kids, and you still shoot like a girl.
I'm gonna whack you over the head with this pool cue, and you telling me if I do that like a girl.
Damn. Oh, you scratched. See, now that's the power of psychology. I psyched you out. You gotta watch that.
So where's this chick tonight, man?
That's right, Steve. Where's your girlfriend?
I'm meeting her later on. I told her this is boys' night out. She's got to understand that, you know? I can't spend every minute with her.
She good looking or what?
You kidding? She's a model.
first got to New York, I was going to be the next Helmut Newton, Scavullo. My work was going to be on the finest coffee tables in town. Well, now, I make a nice $1. It could be worse.
But still, I mean...
Oh, you're not going to tell me today could be the first day of the rest of my life, are you?
Yes, but I won't.
Thank you.
Well, you certainly know how to treat a lady.
It's my business. So here's to Marla Hanson, the face of the 80s.
Please.
Well, come on, lighten up. I mean, you're on your way. You might as well face it. Everybody's getting to know you. Everybody's talking about you. You've worked hard, and it's paying off. In a couple of months, you're going to be turning down jobs. Now, that's got to feel great. Admit it.
I admit it. It feels great. God, I love this city.
Me too. It's a lonely place. In a funny way. All those people thrown together every day on the streets. And nobody really connects. Or if they do connect, it's not the right way or the right time.
Are you trying to tell me something?
I don't know. Maybe. Forget it. I'm even boring myself.
No, I know what you mean. I don't know why it's so hard to meet people. I mean, good people that you'd want as friends.
I can't believe you've had a hard time meeting people, Marla.
Why?
Why? I mean, look at you. You're not exactly unattractive. I mean, people are drawn to you. Men are drawn to you.
Because of the way I look?
Right.
As opposed to a homely.
I don't know if I'm ready for this discussion. At least not on champagne.
I'm just trying to tell you why it's not easy. If somebody's nice to me, I always have to wonder why.
Not now, you don't.
Don't you think the TV's too loud?
Is it bothering you?
Yes. Can't hear what's going on in her room.
Evening, ladies.
It was till now.
I swear, Steve, I'm gonna get that lock changed if you keep doing that.
Come on, we're family.
Speak for yourself.
Where's Marla?
In her room.
I just want to see how she likes the place.
She likes it fine, Steve. And she's not alone.
Wow. So who's the lucky guy? Just tell her I stopped by.
Right.
That's good. I love this one. Super, super, super. These are great, Marla. These are just great. I'm telling you, soon we're not going to have to sell you at all.
We're just gonna field the offers.
That's what I like about you, Joel. You're such a pessimist.
Well, you're one of my favorite clients. And you know why? Because you're a pro. You get to the job on time, you don't complain, you don't make people crazy, you're not a prima donna. When you're not working the shoot, you're working the phones, and I like that.
Yeah, but it still takes me months to get paid.
Yes, it does. Billing takes a long time, honey. That is a fact of life.
But I want to get a new apartment. I've been praying for the day I can actually afford to live on my own.
You're renting from that Steve Roth guy, aren't you?
Yeah.
What's with him? You know, he's always hanging around here, always asking about you, what you're doing, who you're working with.
Well, that's one of the reasons I need to get a new place. He gets me one commercial and he thinks we're joined at the hip.
What commercial?
You know, for Tokyo Scotch.
Marla, Steve Roth had nothing to do with getting you that job. I called the Japanese about you. I met with them. I sold you. Steve Roth doesn't even know those people. He doesn't even work in commercials. You better watch that guy.
Melanie's body was found at 3:45 p.m. by a passing jogger. She had put up a fierce struggle for her life. The first detectives at the scene were baffled. Her killer left behind very few clues. Her boyfriend...
Hi, it's Marla. We're not here, so leave a message. Thanks.
In hours, he became the prime suspect, but he later produced an airtight alibi, and the case is still unsolved. If you have any...
Hi, it's Marla. We're not here, so leave a message. Thanks.
Someone who does, call 1-800-555-8375. All calls will be handled in strict confidence. Next...
Hi, it's Marla. We're not here, so leave a message. Thanks.
Your hometown with no memory.
What the hell are you doing here?
I just want to know why you never have time for a drink with me, but you have all the time in the world for Eric Warner.
It's none of your business. Don't you ever come into this apartment again. Just who the hell do you think you are?
It's my legal right to come in this apartment whenever I want. I own it, and don't you forget it.
Either you get out or I do.
You're really ungrateful, you know that? Without me, you'd still be sucking up to every photographer in this town trying to get in the door. You owe me.
Look, Steve, let's get something straight. I owe you nothing. I never asked you for anything. And I know you had nothing to do with getting me that commercial. That was a lie.
He has a girlfriend, you know?
Who?
Eric.
Just get out of here, Steve. You ever come into this apartment again, I'm gonna call the cops.
You should have told me. I would have come over.
I wanted you to come over because you wanted to, not because you had to.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, not to me, but that makes sense.
I'm sorry. This whole thing just really has me nerved out. You should have seen him. He was like a different person. I'm gonna start looking for another place.
Well, did you do anything to make him think?
What are you saying, Eric? Did I lead him on?
I'm asking a question.
All I ever did was try to be nice to the guy. Is that leading him on? I can't be nice to someone because they might be waiting for me in my apartment some night?
Okay. You've made your point. I'm sorry.
All I want is for him to just leave me alone. That's all.
You gonna play or what?
Leave me alone.
Marla. Marla, please. I just want to talk to you for 1 second. I want to apologize. I want to straighten things out.
Get it, Steve. I don't want to straighten anything out.
What? I can't forget it. I feel real bad. Look, will you talk to me for just 1 second, all right? And then you'll never have to look at me again. Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry things got out of hand. It's not gonna happen again.
I've heard that from you before, Steve.
I know. This time I mean it, I swear. Look, I'll never bother you and I'll never go into the apartment again. Marla, I just don't want you to hate me.
Steve, I don't hate you. I just think that we ought to steer clear of each other.
If that's what you want, I can respect that, really. Marla, it's just that I have feelings for you. I can't help it. I guess I should have known a guy like me would never have a shot at a woman like you. You know, I mean, with the way I look and everything.
This has nothing to do with looks.
Well, what then? Why wouldn't you want me?
Steve, I just don't feel that way about you. I'm sorry.
What if I looked like Eric?
What if I looked like someone else? What if I was fat or ugly? Would you still have feelings for me? Would you even have noticed me? Isn't it about what I look like?
Touché.
I gotta go. I'll see you, okay?
Okay. Hey, Marla. Just sleep with me this one night, just tonight, and I'll never bother you again.
You just don't get it, do you, Steve? Hey.
Hi.
Are you waiting for the password? You look like you've just gotten a visit from Freddie. You're not gonna believe what happened to me on the way over here.
Jeannie, this is Marla Hanson. Marla, this is Jeannie Evans. Jeannie just got in from Jamaica.
Hi. Hi.
Marla stopped by to pick up some photos that I took for her. Some of the best shots I've taken.
Thank you. It was nice meeting you.
please call me when you get this message. I really need to talk to you, okay? Hey, Steve, are you there, Marla? Pick up. I know you're there. Why don't you talk to me? I'm a human being, Marla. Don't forget that. You better call me, Marla. Don't make me come over there, Marla. I can. It's my legal right. Look, just talk to me like I'm a human being. That's all. Will you just pick up the phone? I know you're there.
This is the third message, Steve. You know why I'm calling. I'm moving out, and I want my deposit back. I'm not kidding, Steve. You meet me in the lobby at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. I don't want any trouble about this. And don't come to the apartment. Just meet me in the lobby.
Maybe you should just forget about the deposit, Marla. Cut your losses and stay away from it.
This has nothing to do with money. It's the principle. I'm not gonna let him get away with this.
So what's the problem? What's the big deal?
I'm moving out, Steve. Today. You know why.
Oh, yeah? Why?
Look, I don't want any more problems. So just give me back my deposit. We'll both get on with our lives, okay?
Can you talk to me outside for a minute?
No, say what you have to say here.
Just give me 5 minutes outside.
No, I'm not gonna do this with you, Steve.
I love you, Marla.
What?
You heard me. I love you. I don't care who hears it.
How can you say that, Steve? You don't even know me.
Yes, I do.
Okay, Steve. Then why do you love me? Why?
Because you're so beautiful.
That's your answer? That's your reason?
Yeah, what's wrong with that? You should be flattered.
It's not real, Steve. It's not enough.
It is for me. It is for most people.
I want my money.
Well, you can't move out on such short notice and expect your deposit back. You gotta give me a month's notice, and I need it in writing.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about our lease.
We don't have a lease.
So sue me.
Don't make me call the cops, Steve. It's not legal for any of us to be in that apartment, is it? That's why we don't have a lease. If you think I'm gonna walk out of here without my money, you're crazy.
Don't threaten me, Marla.
I'm not threatening you, Steve. I'm telling you how it is. I'm not taking any more crap from you.
They throw you away like you're nothing. Like you're garbage. As soon as they don't need you anymore. I tried to be her friend. I did everything right. Am I to blame for any of this?
No, Steve, no way.
This whole thing has gotten bigger than both of us. I gotta make a move. Not just for me, but for all the poor bastards who might follow. And for all the ones who came before.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
We've been through a lot together. You know, you and me. And even though I'm white, you've always treated me like a brother, so... Will you help me with this thing?
I'm there, Steve.
I would have given her everything. I'm a magician, you know that. I can give beauty and I can take it away.
Should I get it?
Not if it's him.
What if he's knocking? It's not him. Who is it?
It's Steve. Open up. It's okay.
Don't do it.
What do you want?
Look, I found somebody who wants your room and you're gonna get your deposit back.
Well,
I gotta go to Queens to get the money. If you come there with me, you get it back tonight.
are you on drugs, Steve? I'm not going anywhere with you.
Look, I'm trying to do the right thing here, all right? I don't want to fight with you anymore. I want this over with.
So do I, but we can finish it here, not in Queens.
I made plans for you.
Look, I'll meet you downstairs at Shutters.
All right, 11 o'clock.
Go with you. And you better have the money.
Buy you a drink?
I'm tired. I have to work tomorrow.
Oh, you poor baby.
Steve.
Okay, I got your money. But I want a receipt.
Fine.
But not in here.
Why not?
Because the walls have eyes.
You don't have it, do you?
I got it. But I want to give it to you outside. I don't want anybody to see it.
Fine. Come on then.
You didn't have to be so nasty to me. I was trying to be your friend. You know, friends are hard to come by in this town or in this business. You shouldn't have treated me like that.
Steve, do you know these guys?
Remember this, you bitch. You reap what you sow.
Good evening. A pair of heartless thugs slashed the face of a lovely model, allegedly on the orders of her landlord.
This is Damon Stiles reporting from St. Vincent's Hospital, where Marla Hanson, the young model who is savagely attacked with a razor blade, is undergoing surgery at this hour.
The entire city is stunned today by the ferocity of last night's brutal attack on model Marla Hanson. Miss Hanson is resting comfortably today after undergoing surgery last night.
Miss Hanson was cut about the face numerous times by a razor blade. She was taken to St. Vincent's Hospital, where she received in excess of 150 stitches to her face.
Dr. Levin, 2263. Nurse Oliver, radiology. Nurse Oliver, radiology. Dr. LaFaro, 1132. Dr. LaFaro, 1132. Dr. Gray, pediatric. Dr. Gray, pediatric.
How you feeling, Marla?
Nurse Florio.
I don't know. What time is it?
No.
Do me a favor and call Foy's. Tell them they have to cancel everything for the next few days.
I think they know that already.
Look what they did to me, Lynn. Look what they did to my face. I told the cops that Steve was behind this. I know he set me up.
They arrested him this morning.
Is it that bad? How bad does it look? Tell me.
Just get some sleep.
I asked you a question.
It'll get better, Marla. It just has to heal. Have you seen all the flowers?
How does everybody know?
Are you kidding? There's a million reporters downstairs dying to talk to you.
Why?
It's in all the papers, Marla. It's all over television. This is the biggest story in New York. You're famous.
I was minding my own business and just walking along with Marla, and these two guys came out of nowhere. And they robbed me and they cut her and then they were gone.
Why didn't you do anything to help her?
I was stunned. I mean, I didn't know what was happening. I just froze up. I mean, who knows why you do or don't?
You've told us 3 different stories since we brought you in here, Steve. Every story but the true story.
You say you never saw those two guys? They say they've known you since the 3rd grade.
And they told us that you promised them an apartment if they cut up on them. Is that right, Steve?
We're trying to help you out here, Steve. You gotta understand that. We want everything to go smooth, you know? 1, 2, 3. How about it?
I told you I was robbed.
Did you know Miss Hanson had to get over 150 stitches in her face?
That's her. I'm out $850.
The city of New York is behind you. The people support you, and I want you to know that your courage serves as an inspiration to the city that will not soon be forgotten. And that I am totally committed to prevent crimes like this in the future from happening.
The phone hasn't stopped ringing, Marla, so don't you worry about work, all right? You're gonna pick and choose from here on in. Everybody wants you.
Marla, after all you've been through, how do you feel about the city? Will you leave New York?
I don't think so. I still love New York.
You know, you're really very lucky. There's no nerve damage. I want you to use the ointment for at least a month. You don't want the scars to get ropey. Don't talk too much, and do not laugh. Try to stay inside for a while. You want to stay away from dirt, even the kind that's in the air.
Will these scars ever go away?
They're permanent, Marla. I mean, they'll get better, but no, they're not going to go away.
You know, I make a living because of my face.
I know that, Marla.
Are you saying I should look for another way to make a living?
You'll look much better than you do now. If you take care of the wounds, they should heal nicely. But you shouldn't count on looking like you used to. You have a different face now. You have to accept that.
One day you're walking down the street and you think you know where you're going. You think you know what you're doing tomorrow. You've got some problems. boyfriend's gone and you need a new place to live, but it's nothing that you can't handle. You've got your life pretty much under control. And two guys grab you on the street, and in 10 seconds, it's all gone. You've got a new life, like it or not.
Why did he do it, Marla?
You tell me. Who the hell knows how his mind works?
Bastard. Hope they kill him.
You know, it's almost funny. I worked so hard to try to make it. Try to be somebody, not just another face in the crowd. Sometimes I felt like I was banging my head against a brick wall. Sometimes I wondered if I was wasting my time, if I was ever gonna make it. And then my face gets slashed and I wake up on the front page of every newspaper in town. Magazines are asking for interviews. They want me on Donahue. And the police commissioner of New York is my new best friend. And it's got nothing to do with me or anything I've done. It's just because a model's face got cut up. Eric was right about one thing. He said my face would make me famous.
Well, then when the police officers were on their way to the scene, they ran across Bowman and Norman running east on 34th Street. Norman had blood on his hands and clothes. Then what?
Then the cop took me to the car and had me look at Bowman and Norman. They were in the back seat.
And you identified them?
Yeah, I knew it was them.
And you still maintain you didn't know Bowman and Norman?
I never saw them before.
They just walked up to you, cut your face on Steve Ross Say-So.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Are you accusing me?
Marla, as the prosecutor, I'm telling you that I am not just off the boat. I've seen this thing 100 times before. It rarely happens out of the blue. Now, that's honest. So tell me, what's really going on here, Marla?
You don't believe me.
I don't know yet. Give me a reason to.
It's not my job to figure out why he did this to me. I'm not the one going on trial.
See, that's where you're wrong. The defense is going to do everything they can to show that you were not just an innocent bystander. They're going to pound it home. Where's the motive? Why would somebody do such a thing? They're going to try very hard to place doubt in the jury's mind about your character.
Why? What can they gain by doing that?
If nothing else, a lighter sentence. They'll convict him for the attack, but with no clear motive, they'll go easier on him, especially if they believe you're not so squeaky clean yourself. You better be prepared.
Excuse me. May I have your autograph?
Any statement to the press? Molly, do you expect to testify? You tell us anything about the trial, the impending trial. Molly, just one comment.
Just a few more minutes, ladies. Just hold tight. You all right? This is a simple case. The evidence will show that Steve Roth aided, abetted, and caused Miss Hanson's face to be ravaged with a razor blade. Mr. Roth is a makeup man, and therefore knew full well that as a model, Miss Hanson's livelihood depends largely on her face, her looks. It therefore makes the crime all the more gruesome. We will show that Steve Roth pretended to be an innocent bystander during the attack which he masterminded, that he even pretended to be a victim himself. We believe our evidence will prove, beyond a reasonable doubt, that Stephen Roth Stephen Bowman and Darren Norman participated in and executed this vicious attack on Marla Hanson. And the only just and proper verdict will be guilty. Thank you.
I'm going to tell you a story. A story of a girl who moved to New York from Missouri. A girl with ambition. A girl who wasn't going to let anything get in her way. A girl who wasn't shy about using her looks to get what she wanted, usually from men. I'm talking about a girl, a woman, who preyed on every man she met. A girl who, even after this alleged attack, used the press and the media to gain attention for herself. I'm talking about a girl who quite simply never missed a trick. We will prove that Stephen Roth was only one of many men Miss Hanson used to further her career. We will prove, ladies, gentlemen, that there is a lot more to this than meets the eye. This case will leave you with more questions than answers. Remember that I said that. Thank you.
She was real ambitious. She always got what she wanted.
Yeah, I went out with her once or twice. She was always talking about making it big, going out there and really being somebody. Guess she did, huh?
I remember her as a wild young thing, very ambitious. I guess that's how I describe her, ambitious.
All of a sudden, ambitious is a dirty word. If I had just found a cure for cancer, those same exact interviews would make me sound great. What a girl. They can make it play any way they want. I don't even feel like a person anymore. I'm just something to watch on the news.
I'm sorry, Marla. I'm sorry it has to be like this.
Darren Norman raised his hand and moved it across my face. I thought they were spraying me with something that was stinging my face, but then I felt the blood.
During this time, could you see Steve Roth?
Yes. He was standing underneath the streetlight watching.
Did he try to help you in any way?
No, he looked like he was making sure no one was coming.
Objection!
Sustained. We're not looking for your feelings or opinions, Miss Hanson, just the facts as you know them.
When the police later showed you the two defendants, Bowman and Norman, did you have any trouble identifying them as your attackers?
Objection, leading.
Sustained.
Can you identify the two men who attacked you?
Yes. That's them right there.
Let the record show that the witness is pointing to Steve Bowman and Darren Norman. Miss Hanson, could you please show the jury your scars? Your witness.
Nice performance, Miss Hanson.
Your Honor.
Save your sarcasm, Mr. Crane.
My apologies, Your Honor. Miss Hanson, when you were in the hospital, you gave a series of press conferences, didn't you?
One or two, I don't remember.
Some people might find it odd that after such a traumatic assault, after receiving 150 stitches in your face, you were so eager to talk to the press.
I wasn't eager. They were there. Everything was happening at once. It was all a blur.
Oh, the blur. You also gave out a couple magazine interviews, didn't you?
Yes,
One was to New York Magazine.
that's right.
One was... Yeah, who was the other?
Glamour magazine.
Anybody else?
Cosmopolitan.
All in all, would you say this attack has brought you a lot of attention?
I didn't ask for any of it.
Nor did you shy away from it. In fact, I think it's fair to say you made the most of it. Would you say that all of this media attention has not exactly hurt your career?
No, the attention didn't hurt my career. It's the scars on my face that hurt my career.
Miss Hanson, you met Stephen Roth through Eric Warner, the photographer.
That's right.
You had manipulated Mr. Warner into doing some test shots of you, is that right?
No, he offered to do them. I didn't ask for anything.
When did he offer to do them?
The night I met him.
The first time you met him? You mean he didn't even know you, and he offered to do some test shots of you? You must make quite a first impression.
Objection.
Sustained. Move on, Mr. Crane.
Gladly, Your Honor. Isn't it true, Miss Hanson, that you were using Stephen Roth, just as you had used so many other men in the past to try to get ahead in your career? Eric Warner, for example, got you signed with Poise. Stephen Roth had some impressive contacts and even an apartment.
Look, I didn't even know this man existed until I rented his apartment. I just tried to be nice to him, no more and no less. I was desperate for an apartment. But if I had known that saying yes to him would make him assume that I was his girlfriend, I would have said no.
Did Eric Warner assume you would be his girlfriend when you said yes to him taking your pictures? You were intimate with Eric Warner, were you not?
Not until later.
Did you or did you not have an affair with Eric Warner?
I did.
Even after Stephen Roth told you he had a girlfriend?
I didn't believe him.
But it was true, wasn't it?
Yes.
Miss Hanson, on the night that you were attacked, what were you wearing?
What was I wearing?
Yes, the night you met Stephen Roth to get your deposit back.
I don't know. Jeans and a sweater.
A sweater. Wasn't it a very low-cut sweater?
Yeah, so what?
So what? So didn't you wear this for Stephen Roth's benefit? To keep him interested in you, even though you were moving out on him?
Objection. Your Honor, this is totally out of line.
Your Honor, I'm seeking to establish the nature of Miss Hanson's relationship to Stephen Roth.
Overruled.
Miss Hanson, let me put this a different way. The night you were attacked, were you wearing any underwear?
Objection. Your Honor, this is outrageous. Counsel is treating this as if it were a sexual assault.
I withdraw the question. All right, Miss Hanson. No more games. Now, are you going to tell us what really happened that night between you and Stephen Roth, or can this jury never expect to hear the truth?
I've told you the truth. I don't care if it's believable or not.
Your Honor, no more questions.
Why don't you object more? How can he get away with that?
He was within his rights.
What about my rights?
Look, you have to understand something. I'm not your attorney. I don't represent you. I'm sorry if you don't like what's going on in there, but I represent the state of New York, not Marla Hanson. You're just one of my witnesses. Look, nothing's in black and white, Marla. The system has its problems. I just do the best I can. I want to win this case, and we will. The rest is just part of the territory. Get some sleep.
Hi, Betty. How have you been?
Marla. Fine. How's it going?
Is Joel in?
I'll see. Joel, it's Marla Hanson.
You can go right on back now. Thanks. Hey, I used to know her.
I hear they're being pretty rough on you at the trial, Marla.
Yeah, well, I'm just a witness.
Sorry. Sit down.
Anyway, this whole thing is gonna be over soon, and I have to start thinking about real life. I'm broke, and I don't know what's gonna be happening.
Well, you still got some checks coming to you from the Brooklyn Heights shoot. We could advance that to you.
You know what I'm asking you, Joel?
I don't want to lie to you, Marla.
You said the phones wouldn't stop ringing.
They stopped. Marla, it's just that the agencies feel like there's a lot of baggage right now, especially with the trial. You know, they're afraid that when people look at you, they'll just think about violence.
So that's it.
I'm sorry, Marla.
Well, it was nice while it lasted, huh?
That it was.
You must be lost.
Just wanted to talk to you.
I haven't got time.
I wanted to come see you in the hospital.
So why didn't you?
What's the expression? Too little, too late.
Well, that would seem to apply now, too.
I heard you might get the verdict tomorrow. I wanted to say good luck. And I wanted to say that I'm sorry. For everything. If it wasn't for me, you would have never met him.
Since when do you smoke?
I always did. Just never around you. So how do you get through it, Marla? I see your face on the TV, in the papers, and they hurt you so bad. And now this trial. If it were me, I would just curl up and die.
I guess I'm a lot stronger than I thought I was.
Stronger than me.
I thought you were one of the good guys, Eric.
Look, I'm as lost as the next guy. I lie to myself just like I lie to everybody else. I'm sorry you couldn't see that. I tried to tell you I was involved that day on the ferry. Maybe you didn't want to hear it. You take too many things at face value, Marla.
Not anymore, pal. Not anymore.
Has the jury reached the verdict?
We find the defendants, Stephen Roth, Darren Norman, and Stephen Bowman, guilty of assault in the first degree.
Sentencing will take place on March 1st. My thanks to the jury.
You feel people have turned against you, Marla?
Well, I know that there are some people out there who say she must have asked for it. I've been trying to figure out why people think that in order for something bad to happen to you, you must have done something bad to earn it. I think maybe it's because they don't want to believe something like this could ever happen to them. They don't want to believe they could ever be a victim. So they just stop believing in victims. Let me tell you something. Even if all those things that people said about me were true, which they aren't, I still wouldn't deserve having my face slashed with a razor.
Do you feel the system works?
I'm glad that justice was done in the end. But I was victimized once by Steve Roth. And I was victimized a second time in the courtroom.
Does it hurt to look in the mirror?
When I look in the mirror, I see myself the way I've always been. I don't really see the scars. I just see myself.
Has any good come of this, Marla?
I don't know. Maybe. I guess I learned a lot about people. About how cruel they can be. And about how kind they can be. And I learned a lot about myself, too. I thought that losing my face would be the worst thing that could ever happen to me. But I'm still alive. And I found out that there's a lot more important things than just a pretty face. I also found out I'm a survivor. And that I'll go on. I'm not going to be a victim forever.